way that the team were carried on right until the end. You might say something. The way that the team were carried on right until the end. You might say something for that.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right. Really proud of what they produced in the second half. Levels of intensity, appetite to get that equalising goal, personality. Just thought we made it very, very uncomfortable in the second half. I think it was a game of very few chances. I think when you restrict them to very few chances defensively, you've done well. I'm not sure how many centre forwards in world football scored that goal, and that was the difference today ultimately.
Bearing in mind the way you played in the second half, is there a tinge of regret about sort of the first half, or is that just a reflection of how good City are?
Yeah, like I would have wanted to get more pressure on the ball in the first half, and it was only a slight tweak really in terms of what we did. Just a little bit with Yarmo and Chris Ajer pushed a little bit through towards Foden and gave us a better platform to go and be more aggressive. And I think once the players feel that, they get more of a confidence that they can really affect the opposition, and likewise the opposition feel that, and then you can grow from that. And I think that's what happened really in the second half. First half, they control games. That's what they do. That's what they've done for donkey's years. And I think in the main that was in front of us, around us, didn't come through us. Apart from the goal, Reinders had one volley where Quaivin saves, and apart from that, it was very, very little really. But second half was certainly our half, and we were outstanding. Thank you.
Can I ask about Jordan Henderson, his performance today, what you made of it, your thinking behind taking him off, and where do you think his game's at generally at the time? I
think Jordan's in a really good place. If you watched the game, you would have seen his qualities, barking orders at our players, snapping into tackles, and his passing range is obviously very, very good. It's been very effective for us since he's come to the club. I think you will also have seen the levels of energy that's needed to play against Manchester City. And I changed all three midfielders because of what was needed. We did it last weekend as well. We've got a really good squad, and I'll certainly utilise that. And I think energy levels against top level teams is really important.
Hey. Second half performance really lifted the crowd. I was wondering what your message was at half time to the players.
Just belief in what we could produce. I felt, having watched City in every game this season, the opposition always had periods of when they could unnerve them and unsettle them. Even going back to their game during the week against Monaco. Games at 1-0. Like I said, we made a couple of little tweaks, but it was mainly belief and don't worry about suffering, because most teams have to suffer against Man City. You got to dig deep. We have to have a will to be selfless in everything we do on the pitch. Subs were ready to come on and impact the game, which they did brilliantly. But yeah, just believe.
It's been really positive in a lot of ways. Despite the defeat, the team showed a lot of resilience.
Yeah, and that's probably about right. I think character, I think we show that more often than not. I think what we're trying to do is bring a team together, a club together after so many changes, obviously naturally in the summer, and I think it's growing. I think you could see that even in the second half performance today against top level opposition. There's always going to be days when it's not quite the way we want it to look, but the reality is we're still building relationships on the pitch, off the pitch, in terms of staff, that connection that we have as a group. But I think the connection is certainly there with the fans. I think they're really understanding of where we're at and where we're trying to go to with this team. Thanks.
Okay, anything else? No, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.